Hey, what's up, you guys? Thanks so much for coming to hang out today. If you are new here, welcome. I thought today we could take a look at my actual planned layout in my DIY Erin Condren notebook planner and how I break down my week at a glance into daily tasks and to-dos and other lists in my passion planner daily. We've been doing the decorative for a little while now, and I thought it was time that we get back to the functional, take a look at some actual plans on paper. But you guys, I have been telling you for about a month now that this system is the perfect planner duo. I love it so dang much. So I'm getting a new Erin Condren notebook for the next quarter to turn into my own planner. I'm excited to continue sharing the layouts of that with you guys. And I'm probably going to stick with this system, the weekly overview, the breaking it down into the daily through to the rest of the year. So we're going to start right here with the weekly layout. If you are new here, I have been doing a DIY planner system for weekly spreads in this basic Erin Condren notebook for the entire month of March, and I'm absolutely freaking loving it. I love it so much. I'm able to create a layout that is perfect for me for the overview of my week that I need, a spot for content planning, meal planning, tracking. I just love this system so much. When I get the new planner for the next quarter, I'm probably going to try a few different layouts just to see how it works for myself and to give you guys some ideas as well, especially for creating your own planner spreads in a notebook. But for now, I'm absolutely loving this. So I just draw lines. I find the center of the page. I divide it up for the weekly spots that I need, then the tracking and the content. Throw on a little bit of decorative and some days of the week and date stickers, and we've got a super cute, perfectly simple weekly planner spread. So my week doesn't actually begin here with this. We also have a huge wall calendar from Bloom Daily Calendars, Bloom Daily Planners. It's one of their wall calendars. I love it so dang much. I'm pretty sure there's a video up on my channel of me unboxing that and reviewing it with you guys. It's so dang cute. It has a theme for each month of the year. We love it. So I start out a new month by planning on there and doing like just an overview of our month, basically where everyone's going to be. If someone has an appointment, a dentist appointment, that sort of thing. We have homeschool planned on that calendar as well. I do meal planning on that calendar. Actually, I just transfer the meal plan onto that calendar so that my husband can see what we're having for meals because he's not going through my planners. On that calendar, I also have something called the Boys Inbox. It's for my kiddos to write down a request of something. If we're having family movie night and there's a particular movie they want to see, they just write it on there so we don't forget. If they run out of something that they need me to grab when I'm doing errands or grocery shopping, they write it on there. It's just a great way to keep track of everything and make sure nothing's getting lost and nobody's requests are being missed. I also have a meal request spot on there. If somebody wants something specific at some point in the month, like fish tacos, for example, they'll write it on that calendar and I'll make sure at some point in the month it ends up in the meal plan. So that's where my planning actually begins. If you guys want to see, that calendar is so huge. If you guys want to see me setting that up for the month of April, though, just let me know and I will try to figure out a way to film it for you guys. Maybe we can do it at an angle or something. But my planning begins on that calendar. And then from there, I break it down into a weekly overview, which you guys can see right here. This is basically just a place to jot down things that need to be done, to see at a glance, again, what's going on in the week, what needs to be done. I like to leave space in here when I'm setting this up on the weekends, on Saturday or Sunday, just in case something else is coming up, which usually does happen. I like to plan my content in this planner. I like to do the meals. Now, I do have meals listed out for each day of the week here, but usually I don't meal plan, I meal idea. And if we need to change things up, then I'm totally fine with that. I'm a stay-at-home mama, I homeschool. I can easily change a meal plan on our schedule. No problem. I also like to track things on here. I do track this stuff as well in the daily planner, but I like to see at a glance, like at the end of the week, that there's 7 check marks for each of these things. It's just very simple and very easy, and I love it. Side note, you guys, these gorgeous stickers are from Journalsay. I have them linked with a discount code for you. This is not normally my style. You guys know this, but I've been reading Anne of Green Gables this month. Can you tell? This is very Gilbert Blythe, and while she's adorable, she's not quite an Anne, but I love her still. Although Anne would definitely wear that hat and drink that tea. Okay, so from here we go into my Passion Planner Daily Undated. So just in case you're unfamiliar, this is what the Undated Passion Planner Daily spread looks like. I love it so much. I love that there's enough prompts over here to get you sticking to your goals and your routines, but not so much so that you feel boxed in. I also really love the space of infinite possibility over here, just a blank page where you can make notes and task lists. You could journal, you could put in ephemera, photos, literally anything. I just think this is the perfect daily planner. I love it so much. I've been using it for years and I will continue on forever. And this is what it looks like when stickers and Alana's pen has gotten to the page. And you guys can see this time, I don't normally do this, but I decided to coordinate this spread with the weekly, and I think it's so cute. I love this leading ladies sticker up here from the Women's Empowerment sticker book. I forgot the name for a second. Women's Empowerment sticker book from Passion Planner. I love it so dang much. So as you can see, there's not a whole ton on here just yet, but I have gone from that weekly spread to break down a Monday into smaller chunks and more of a to-do list. So it says cleaning on the Monday list. Then I have power hour of housework written over here, but I've broken down exactly what I need to do. These are my Monday specific things that I need to get done. Of course, every day is laundry day in this house. Every day is sweeping and washing dishes in this house. But there's some extras that I do that are assigned to each day of the week. I used to sort of do a scripting method in my Passion Planner right when I started this one a couple of years ago. My kiddos were younger. Homeschool was a lot more involved, even though it was just a couple of years ago. Gosh, time flies. But I am leaning more into focusing on my goals and my writing and my personal things that I'm going after in here, because they are doing high school and college right now. Gosh. And we still have textbooks and things like that, but they're doing a lot of independent work and stuff online. So I don't really need to script out our entire day when it comes to making sure that we're checking off the entire homeschool list, as well as our work and housework and my writing. It's a little bit simpler now. Simultaneously, it's also harder. But as far as listing it out in my planner, it's a little bit simpler now. So this is more focused on my writing because I'm trying to finish a book this year, and I really want to be tracking my progress and things that are going on with the story and where I need to pick up when I come back to it the next day, that sort of thing. So that's mostly what goes over here. My writing progress right here is where I track my word counts and some edits that I need to go back and take care of. As you guys probably already know as well, I don't do this every single day exactly like this. That is why I have the Undated, and why I will always and forever recommend getting the Undated if you need a planner as well that isn't like with a very strict schedule. Because on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I get really heavy into focusing on my goals. My kiddos have like a review and book report thing that they do on Friday for school. So I'm mostly focusing on my writing on the weekends. So I put Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all on one spread on here. If you are work from home or stay at home mama and you tend to have the same schedule every single day, you could also put an entire week on one spread as well. If you have like repetitive tasks, your day-to-day are very similar, you could put your repetitive tasks on here on your hourly, and then just put like a check mark for every day of the week. And then you could do your broken down day-to-day things that are different over here on the space of infinite possibility. So as you can see on here, my game changer goal would be to get the checklist done, which means run the errands, do the schoolwork, clean the house, that sort of thing. And then once all that is done, I will make time to write. Also, the errands, I would break them down and list them out over here. The smaller and smaller pieces that I have to do. And then I definitely have to find time to write. So maybe somewhere in here, somewhere in here. Maybe I could get a little bit done while the boys are doing their independent schoolwork. I make sure I get everything else done for my family and our household first, especially Monday through Friday, because I do get a lot of time to myself on the weekends to write, but I still make sure to squeeze in some time for my goals throughout the day, every day of the week. I also like to find a spot somewhere on this spread for gratitude. So maybe on this line right here, this says today I learned. And while I do like to learn something new every day as often as possible, I don't necessarily write it in my passion planner, or it's probably generally something that is too big, too much for one little box. So I'll probably write gratitude or something that I loved in here. I can continue on with the best thing that happened. I do like to fill in my today in one word and my mood when I'm using this spread. This is something that I do cover up on my long weekends of writing, but I like to cover it up with a box that is either somewhere I can write or track something else pertaining to my goals, or with like something that's motivating and encouraging. But I do still love to use these during the week. In addition to these two, I'm also still using and loving my Passion Planner Weekly for memory keeping, and I'm using my little Hobonichi Techo that is becoming sort of like a journal for me, a prayer book, and all sorts of things, just whatever I feel like. It's sort of like a start and end to my day routine. Not necessarily planner anymore, but I'm loving it. And the more I go through my system, in 2025, the more I'm simplifying it and absolutely loving it. I'm really looking forward to getting and setting up that new Erin Condren notebook with you guys. I grabbed a 3-subject notebook from their sale that they just had to start the new quarter. So for April, we're going to set that up and I'm so excited about it. The 3-subject one is going to divide my weekly planning, my grocery and cleaning and meal planning, and then my content planning. So I'm going to have different layouts and different ways to show you guys how to set up your own notebook planner. Let me know if you have simplified your system, how you set up your week. Have you been breaking it down into smaller pieces for a daily planner system? Do you just stick with a weekly or monthly? I'm looking forward to hearing from you guys. You guys have had so many great ideas and input for the notebook planner, so I'm loving it. I cannot wait to get started on the new one. Let me know if you have any questions about my planning system or layout or setup, anything like that. I'd be more than happy to share with you guys, or if there's a particular video that you want to see more about this, I'd be happy to share that as well. But you guys, that's all for this one. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will see you in my next one. Tell your dog I said hi. Bye, guys.